astrology has stuck around for so long, in part because it is such an effective tool.
I'm a Sagittarius, which probably tells you way more than you need to know.
But it's just a question of figuring out how to make it accessible and really work for our modern moment.
Millennials and members of Gen Z are turning to astrology because it's something that fits into a do-it-yourself form of spirituality. It also is part of a tendency to not want to be put in the same box that perhaps their family was put in. And yet it's something that has a long lineage of practice, so it's not something you just made up out of your head and you're doing it. It's more respectable than that because it has a long history.
What CoStar is really good at doing is taking all of that complexity and reducing it to something that a human can read and interact with and interpret without losing all of that insane complexity.
It's not that the practice of astrology itself is evolving, it's how humans are engaging with technology and with wisdom traditions like astrology that are finding their way into pop culture. And so what happens when something becomes popular is it has to become watered down to a certain extent.
Our first date.
And so a lot of what we see astrologically online has both a lot of structural integrity to it, and it has to be simplified for the masses.
I do not have daddy issues.
Spank me, Papa.
We started getting these long letters addressed to the CoStar AI. It was just young people just saying, here's what's happening in my life, here's what's happening with my friends, here's what's happening with the person that I'm dating. The question is, does it materially give people tools to build stronger relationships, to have time and space for meaningful reflection about their lives? Does it give them, a real way to think about how to grow as a person?
I think a lot of people in Gen Z and who are millennials are turning to astrology and other such spiritual practices now because of external events. Some of them are political, because our current administration is very much tied into a certain kind of evangelical Christianity, and young people sometimes want to feel oppositional to that, and they want to do something a little edgier or different. I also think it's because of the uncertainty of our times, our economic uncertainties. My students don't know where their job is going to be. Will the field that they study for still exist? Should they date person A or person B? And astrology is one of the ways that we have found as human beings to answer some of these questions.